All right, what is going on, guys? Good morning. It is stage 2 still. That's right, it's the 48-hour chrono stage, and these guys are just getting everything wrapped up. I've been waiting a little bit, letting the guys come in because, man, has it been a long stage for a lot of guys. But your top 10 at least have crossed the line. Everybody is in there, and we're going to talk a little bit about these results and just briefly, but there's a lot coming to unpack just on this one. I've got some opinions on the chrono stage and kind of some of the things that went wrong and went right, I think. So I don't know, but stay tuned to that video. That'll be a separate video here in the next few minutes, but I want to just talk results on this one. So speaking of results, let's get right to it. So FIM standings, and we're looking at the motorcycles at the moment. This, again, is just the stage 2 stuff. It looks like we had Daniel Sanders raking in another stage win. So now up to 2 stage wins on that. Stage 1, stage 2 for him aboard the Red Bull KTM factory racing bike. 11 hours, 12 minutes, 13 seconds for him, picking up 6 minutes and 12 seconds bonus time. So interesting thing about the bonus time on this that I'm seeing is a lot of these top riders, at least the top 10, got a little bit of love in that bonus time. So if you guys don't know what the bonus time is, it's basically up to certain kilometers leading opening the stage. The organization, the timing and scoring system will give you back some time because they understand how difficult it is to open a stage, and that also makes it a little bit spicier. So the guy that opens the stage doesn't get hosed having to lay down those first tracks and making it easier for everybody behind him. So very awesome concept. I liked when they introduced it a couple years ago, and I think it's actually done what it needs to do. So anyway, back to it. Skylar Howes aboard the Monster Energy Honda, bringing it in second, 11 hours, 19 minutes, and 50 seconds, also collecting about 2 minutes and 44 seconds of that. So he's only about 7:37 back on this stage. And then we've got Tasha Sharena again on the Honda 450, Monster Energy Honda HRC, 11 hours, 19 minutes, and 54 seconds. Then it's Adrian Van Beveren, Honda CRF 450 Rally, Monster Energy Honda, going to be picked. Oh, man, what'd you do? 2 minutes? Picked up 2 minutes of penalties. He must have been speeding somewhere. Very possible. When you get into the camp zones, they are a speed zone. There is some rules you got to follow there. There's some rules you got to follow on the liaisons. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see where he picked up 2 minutes. 11 hours, 20 minutes, and 58 seconds. That would have put him. Ooh, that's got to hurt. That would have been second for the day on that one. But those 2 minutes drew him back a little bit. He did pick up 10 minutes and 28 seconds, though, of bonus time. So very well done on that one. Ross Branch in the 5th spot aboard the Hero 450 Rally, Hero Motorsports Team Rally. It's 11 hours, 22 minutes, and 15 seconds. Luciano Benavides in the number 6 spot, going 450 Rally Factory from KTM. A little bit of Red Bull action going on that one. 11:24:02 for him. And then Michael DeCurdy is going to be 7th aboard the BAS World KTM team bike, 11:24:03. So very, very nice there. Ricky Brabeck in the number 8 spot aboard the Monster Energy Honda, 11 hours, 25 minutes for him. And then it is Pablo Quintanilla going to be aboard the Monster Energy Honda HRC bike, 11 hours, 25 minutes for him. Edgar Canet on the Red Bull KTM factory racing bike. Interesting enough. Well, we'll talk about it in a second. 11:34:06. Ooh, 6 minutes of penalty time. Where would that have put him from 11:34? That would have brought him to 11:28, which would have moved him. He would have stayed where he's at. So just by about 3 minutes, but now instead he's got about an 8-minute gap there. So bummer for him on that one. That is your top 10 at the moment. But in that top 10 for this stage, the 19-year-old Edgar Canet from Spain and also Michael DeCurdy on the BAS World KTM bike. Both of those guys are in Rally 2, so not the Rally GP class. The Rally GP class is like the elites. If you are in Rally GP, your ticket to the Dakar is pretty much sealed, right? You don't have to go through the qualification stuff. You're in. Rally 2, you still got to fight for it a little bit. Points, things like that. So I'm sure they're on big teams. I'm sure it was probably a little easier because they know, how to move through the system and make things happen. But that is your top 10 at the moment on that one. We'll just roll down really quick. Bradley Cox. So Lorenzo Santolino, 11th. Bradley Cox, 12th. Nacho Cornejo, 13th. Jacob Argubright on the Honda CRF 450 Rally. That's that new RS one that's that you guys saw drop, where they're talking a little bit about, it's well, I shouldn't say talking a little bit. That is the new Honda that they're going to be releasing here shortly to the wild. 50 units of it, about roughly $26,000 is what they're saying the price on that. We'll see once it's actually confirmed, but it's its own rally bike. It is not a Honda 450 Rally replica. It is literally its own rally bike. So very awesome setup. The tanks look dialed. I shared a video on the Instagram side of things. If you guys didn't check that out, it is absolutely awesome. They got a helicopter shot of him. Jacob out there making it absolutely look easy out on the dunes. Very, very smooth, very, very fast. So looking to get some thoughts from him here shortly on the stages and how he is doing so far. I mean, they just all got their butts handed to them with this chrono stage. So I think now the rally begins. Anyway, all right, so moving on down, 15th, Tobias Epster, 16th, Romain Dumatier, 17th, Martin Micek, 18th, Stefan Svitko, and then Devesi in the number 19 spot. Niels Therick, the first Cove, going to be 20th at the moment. And then moving on down, we'll leave it there at 20th. I did see an update. It looks like Mason possibly had some mechanical issues and made the stage time very, very long, but he has arrived at the finish line for the stage, which means he will be able to continue. So very good news on that part of it. Let's take a look at the vehicle side of things, see if they're see if these guys are awake yet. So we'll go ahead and add that. All right, so classifications through stage 2, not posted yet. So we'll have to wait a little bit later. We'll maybe cover the results on tonight's episode once they have that. And again, one of the things you got to remember is when we do these things early, and I saw it happen on stage 1, is when you start doing results and you start talking about that stuff, they mark them provisional and it takes them a really long time to actually confirm the results. So throughout the day for stage 1, I was getting updates letting me know that, hey, results updated or penalties updated, so there's always a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of moving pieces to this. So we can report on one thing. We can see, hey, this is directly from the organization. This is the information that's being fed to the racers, team managers, what they can see. Sometimes there's going to be changes. So it's a little bit tough at times, but I don't know. We're through it. What do you guys think? Is it now the start of the Dakar? Are we really now getting started? Now that we've got this chrono stage out of the way? I mean, I know physically and I'm sure mentally for a lot of people, the prologue might have been the first day for them, getting everything out. For some, it was stage 1. Maybe for the others, it's that stage 2 chrono stage. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. If you're on Spotify, you can comment on the video. I can see it as well. If you're on any of the other channels, remember, reach out to us on Instagram at Chasing Waypoints. And happy to answer some of those questions and see where it goes. Stay tuned. We got another video coming on about what's going on this chrono stage, some of the thoughts on what happened. Look for that video here in just a few minutes. And then also stay tuned. We're going to be doing a stage preview once we've got results from the vehicles, or at least the provisional results. So stay tuned for more. We'll see ya.